Welcome to Big Bastards World. Well, I know I haven't posted anything since honeymoon. Just been back to work, normal stuff. Back to work, doing stuff around here. Been hotter than anything here. We've been having some 100-degree days. If it ain't 100 degrees, then it's at least in the mid-90s. Today is the coolest day I think we've had in about 2 or 3 weeks. Humidity's down. It's still supposed to be in the mid to upper 80s today, but it doesn't feel that bad. Of course, middle 80s compared to 100 to 102 degrees does feel a lot cooler. But I was just doing some things around, puttering around the place today. And as I was, a guy pulled up in the driveway in a little pickup truck. I didn't know what he wanted at first, but he's with a power company. Well, not really with the power company. He's a company that works for the power company. He said that they needed to cut down one of my little trees here on the property. So I had him show me which one he was talking about. So we came out here to this clump of trees here, which is right at the end of my driveway. I have never liked this clump of trees. For one thing, it's just a clump of crap. Got weedy silver maples came up in it. Got an ash tree here. I believe that one there is a white mulberry, and as you can see, it's not in very good shape. There's split. There's split up there. There's a couple more splits. I'd intend on taking all this out at one time. Well, he said he had to trim. They had to take this little one out right here because in a little while it'll be affecting the power lines there. So I just posed the question to him. I said, well, I didn't really pose a question to him. I just said, well, I don't care if you take all of them out. He goes, well, we can do that as long as we leave the wood here for you. I guess they can't do it and haul the wood off. And I said, that's fine, as long as it isn't going to cost me anything. You can just take them all down. So he said, yeah, they can do that. So he marked them all. He said it'd be a few weeks before they get around to here. I asked him, about when. He goes, well, I don't have the schedule with me, but it'd be a few weeks. So, a few weeks, I'll get my trees taken down, and I don't have to do it, and they'll leave the wood for me. I think that's pretty cool. Come on, boys. I mean, the boys are out. So, hell, you can't complain. Get somebody to cut your trees down for you, not charge you, and leave you the wood. So, I'll just have to move it around back. I can't remember if I ever showed you. Probably did. I'm getting feeble-minded as I get a little older. But last year we had the little pond. This year we added to it. So last year had that little pond there. This year I built the creek. I think I showed you that. Had a friend give me the spill pond. The little bamboo thing is one Chelsea had when she was little. And Jamie's brother gave me the waterfall thing. And I've gotten the rocks and stuff from wherever. Got the deer back there for free. Somebody had it. And both legs were broke. The tail was broke. I mean, it's a wire frame, but all the concrete was gone off one leg and part of another, and the tail was broke. And so we brought it home, and I kind of patched it up the best I could and painted it up, and it doesn't look too bad. And I got the little, I think that green thing's supposed to be a dog. I think it looks more like a sea serpent. So I got that off the garage sale site on Facebook that I'm a member of. And then we've been going to garage sales and stuff. And it first started out, or not garage sales, auctions, been going to auctions. First started out getting, there's that set of seashell things, and there's supposed to be another one on this side, but it fell in the pond, and I haven't dug it back out yet because it tends to fall in quite a bit. So I've just left it in there. Figured I'll wait and get it out when I drain the pond. But Jamie's brother made fun of me for it. And I told him at that point in time that I wasn't going for the fanciest, you know, prettiest pond. I was going for the gaudiest pond. So, going to auctions, we've kept that theme up. There's one of my latest acquisitions, is a little raccoon. Of course, the monkey came with the place. When I bought the house, the monkey was here. The sleeping gnome we got last night. There's a plastic deer that was broke. I got it at auction with it was in a flat. Most of the stuff I've gotten in flats of crap, and you just keep what you want and get rid of the rest. Well, there's all my little seashell people. Well, mine and Jamie's. The one right there was broke. I had to put her back together, glue her back together, and she's actually missing a piece. She's missing her butt piece. But got my little seashell people and little seashell frogs. Got them last night. He's supposed to be fishing. Jamie took the fishing pole out of his hand to wrap it up, and I didn't run across it when I was unwrapping them, so I'm gonna have to find out from her. I got my little fairyland there. I've got that fairy and the red fairy and the teeter-totter fairies off the garage sale site. The sunflower fairy and the box fairy and that other little fairy there, Jamie got it at the auction. I wasn't going to buy them, but she got them. Got the little boy and girl and the frog that has a no fish and has a no crossed out of it at an auction. I had a duck, a little ceramic duck that was sitting about right in there. It looked like he was getting a drink out of the pond. I wanted it at an auction, and it was in a flat of stuff, and a different guy got it. Well, he gave it to me. Then I come to find out that it's a collector's item. They used to be collected a lot more than what they are now. But still, the thing's worth about $30 to $50, so I decided maybe I'll take it in. So I didn't know what to do with these two, so I just kind of tossed them down there. Got them last night. Mom got me the gnome. I actually bought the frog at Walmart. Got the skunk at the auction. Got the little dude fishing, seashell dude fishing. He kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch made out of seashells. And I got the little boy and the little girl on the benches. I thought they were kind of cool. God Lighthouse. There's my duck. I like him. He's chillaxing in the rocking chair. Got polar bears. Didn't know what to do with them. They were in a flat with a bunch of stuff. So we just put them in there. Figured I gotta keep them cool since they're polar bears. And I got teased by Jamie's dad about putting a tree out here. And I wouldn't bid on it. He ended up getting it for me a few weeks ago, so I put it out here. Well, I decided, what's a mountain? You know, the rocks are a mountain with the waterfall, with only one tree. So last week I got this thing. It's supposed to hang, it's the back of it's flat, and it's supposed to hang on the wall. I just shoved it in there. It kind of looks like a bush or whatever. And then last night at the auction there was this fiber optic tree. So I got it. So now I got pine trees on my mountain. And Jamie's dad just gets a kick out of every time I buy something silly like that for the pond. He just sits and laughs. But, you know, I like it. Jamie's mom, she loves it. She comes over, when they do come over, she just stands there and looks at the pond. She just loves it. So, it's still a work in progress, because me and Jamie have decided that we're going to expand the pond. Next year we're going to try to anyway. If we can, we're going to get rid of this, the little round pond. We're going to keep that pond there, but we're going to dig it out a little bit bigger around. And there's plants, that plant there is a perennial, they'll come back. Where the deer is, we're going to move it back up over there. That grass there's an annual grass, I can take it out. And then we got the hostas. So what the plan is we're going to dig this out a little bit bigger around. Then we're going to dig up through here between the perennials, back around where the grass and the deer is, back around up behind the pond area, so that, or the waterfall area, so that the whole pond is, I mean, it's going to be kind of long and not real wide, but we'll still have area on this side to put plants. We'll have our plants, the creek, and everything on this side. So that's the plan. Have to get it dug out, have to get a liner. We'll see. Just because we got it planned doesn't mean it's going to happen. Never know. I hope so. I'd like to make it a little bit bigger. We bought like 20 goldfish at the beginning of the season. All but 3 of them are gone. We had 4 of them for a while, 2 orange ones and 2 white ones. Now we're down to 2 orange ones and 1 white one. But we went out to PetSmart last week because they had their koi on sale, the small kois, for under $4. So we got us a couple kois. So now we got 5 fish in there, and rather than just throw them away, we got this. It's a 29-gallon tank and a stand for it in the house. We filled the tank up. It leaked just a little bit in one of the corners, so I got the caulking out today and sealed it all up, hoping that stops the leak. After it dries, we'll fill it up and make sure. But then we're gonna, when it gets cool out and it's time to drain the pond, we'll take the fish and the snails. I got some snails in there too. Take them in, winter them over in the house so we have them put back out next year when we start the pond back up. But I haven't posted anything, and I really didn't have much to talk about, so I just thought I'd give you a little tour of the property and what's going on around here. Okay, so I showed you the pond the other day, and when it was light out, we had some low voltage lights gave to us. They're not solar, they're actually powered, they're plugged in. One set is just tier lights, and one set had what they call flood, but they're only like 4-watt bulbs. So we put the floodlights pointing out toward the yard to kind of light for if the dogs go out at night to go potty. And then we strung the rest around the pond. So I wanted to show you what it looked like at night around the pond. We still have some of the solar lights out around too. And by looking at the image on my camera, the kind of orangey yellowy looking lights are the solar, or the voltage lights. The ones that are more white, like these over here, like this one over here, those are solar. So that's what we got out and around. That's what the pond looks like lit up at night. Took some of the solar lights and put them other places, so have like 3 little solar lights over by the garage. And with the low voltage, we ran some down along the deck, the edge of the deck, on that side and on this side. I think it looks pretty cool. And we had some, we started working on a flower bed on this, around this side of the house. It used to have some scrubby evergreens, and we took them out and we put in some roses and some sedum and some other things. So we put some